I hate to tell you this, but strong core muscles are not the answer for good posture. What is the answer then? And to answer this question, you first have to understand what a good posture really means. Most people's idea about good posture is often related to structural and biomechanical alignment. Head position, spine position, shoulder positions, pelvic positions. Being in a more aligned vertical structure is considered oftentimes a good posture. And anything that is out of that ideal optimal alignment is considered not so great, therefore poor posture. Common one being forward head posture, hunchback posture, rounded shoulder posture, slouch posture. Because based on the biomechanical or structural view, that is not ideal. And therefore, you assume that you have to move and correct your posture based on that biomechanical ideal, right? Form. And that's just one small aspect. But oftentimes, when people talk about posture, that's what they're oftentimes referring to. What is that missing? It is missing a specific context. It is missing a specific action, as if posture has nothing to do with the movements, as if a posture has nothing to do with our functions. So posture, without really having any specific functional context, really means nothing, because we're not just in a position statically without doing anything. We are constantly moving. We are constantly doing something. We are in a position in the moment, but in order to do something, in order to make some actions and movements. So that's a function. You can look at posture with a specific functional context, and then the meaning would be very different now. So let's say you're playing a sports. We could talk about any sports, but just as an example, you are maybe playing baseball and playing a baseball pitcher. And you're about to throw a ball. And your posture will be very different from your hitter, right? Who is about to hit the ball. Or your catcher, who is about to, waiting for a pitcher's throwing. So each position and player has a specific role and a specific action and function. And based on what they are about to do or what they are doing, then they're organizing their bodies and to optimize their functions and optimize their posture. So you can see ideal posture, good posture, now you put it into specific functional context, then it might be very different from a person to person, depending on what they're doing, what they're about to do. And this is why it is important to look at posture from that perspective instead of just structural alignment. There's really no action, there's no movement, there's no function attached to that. That doesn't really give you all that much. And this is why people are trying to correct their posture from that structural view and alignment, and they're trying to change their body position, not action. Okay? That has nothing to do with the movements. So the way that I think it is a more helpful way to look at the posture is that think of posture as readiness to move and readiness to initiate actions. So that in the moment that you are ready to move, regardless of what you're doing. If I am sitting in this way, I'm not so organized. If I'm ready to jump up and start running right away, if I know that I do need to get up and going, here, I'm not so ready to do that. It may take a longer time for myself to do that. And based on knowing what I'm going to be doing next in the next moment, then, well, that's maybe not ideal and good posture, because I'm not very ready to start the movements, right? So how do you really improve your posture? I almost look at the posture as just a movement. It's a series of the movements. It's just a snapshot is what most people consider as a posture. But it's just a continuous movements. And then you see only one part, and then you see it as a posture. But since it is a series of the movements, then in order to improve your posture, it's no different than improving your movement quality, ability to move well in all different directions. That is really a way to improve your posture, because the movement, posture, it's all the same. Posture is a movement. Posture is a part of the movement. It is continuous, right? So don't think that the posture is same as a static, the structural, just a snapshot. Right here, that's posture. There's no action in it. There's no function in it, okay? But that's not really what posture is about. I hope this insight is helpful. And coming back to the ideas of a core. Why is it strengthening or having a strong core is not the answer for a good posture? Again, it's not about the structure, right? It is about the movement. And what does having a strong core have to do with your ability to move and readiness to make movements? Really has nothing to do. Contracting your abdominal muscles, contracting your core muscles, engaging these muscles without having any specific function in it, then why do you do that? What's the purpose? What does that have to do with a specific function? Do you see? If there is that connection, you're about to lift something heavy, then you anticipate that heavy load. Then in anticipation, then it starts to engage your core muscles in preparation to lift something that is heavy, right? To protect yourself. That's functional, right? Now you have a specific context, then it makes sense. Then you can see, oh, this has a very specific meaning. And for me to have that, engaging that, now I am in a good posture to do that. You see that? Okay? But if you didn't put that context in it, okay, strong core, posture. What's a relationship? There's none, because you haven't really put any specific context in it, right? If you are simply engaging your core muscles, then all it does is it flexes your spine, it pulls your chest down, it pulls your head forward. So it does. Kind of exaggerating that. That means nothing, right? So my hope for this video is just to share a refreshing insight and a perspective that I think not a lot of people talk about. I hope you find this insight helpful and refreshing. And I hope you enjoy this video. If you do enjoy this video, and please hit the like button. And if you're new to this channel and you like this one, and please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends and your family. Please. Any questions, anything you'd like to share, please do that in the comment section down below. I would appreciate that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I want to let you know that you can join my free masterclass, Path to Comfort, Confidence, and Authenticity in Your Body. And this is an overview of my comprehensive movement course called Understanding How Your Body Moves Method. If you want to submit your application to this course, and you can do so in the master class. So I hope to see you inside the master class.